Hey everyone, this is Rob here from R&K Woodworks. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Today we're going to be looking at building the carcass or the box of a cabinet that we're building for a shoe cabinet. So today I'll walk you through the materials, the measurements, and the construction process. Plus I'll share a few pro tips that'll make your cabinets look clean and professional, even if you're new to woodworking like me. So for a basic shoe cabinet, we're going to be building a simple rectangular box. This one is going to be about 40 inches wide by about 30 inches deep. And it's also going to be about 67 inches tall. Really, the goal here is to customize this box to fit a certain space inside of our garage. It's probably not going to be the size we need to hold all the shoes, meaning that we're not going to have enough shoes to fill the space. However, we can still use the extra storage inside of our garage. So I think that's a good size for holding several pairs of shoes, but we'll see how much we can actually fit in it. I'll be using 3/4 inch plywood for the box. Specifically, we're going to be using birch plywood. It's strong, it's flat, and it takes paint or stain really well. Now what I'm going to be using is pre-stained, or pre-finished is what I'm actually trying to say, pre-finished birch plywood. Now, a little pro tip for you. This is not the expensive Baltic birch. Again, we're going inside of a garage. The goal here is to find something that's still going to look nice, but frankly is still half the cost of what everything else would be at, say, one of your big box stores. You'll need about a 1/4 inch plywood for the back panel, wood glue, pocket screws, edge banding for a clean finish. If you plan to paint, MDF works great too, just avoid using it in humid areas. So what we're going to be doing throughout this build is we're going to be basically cutting down our panels first, and then we're going to be taking some time to make sure that all of our measurements are correct and that we're square. Ultimately, the joy of woodworking that we have is the ability to make mistakes, continue to learn, and frankly, if we can learn from our mistakes and if we can continue to get better through those mistakes, our work is just going to get that much better. So all we're going to be doing in here is using the pocket screws, making sure that everything stays nice and tight. We're going to be putting up at the top of our box, we're going to be putting some stretchers up there just to hold things in place. Then we're going to put a panel on top of that. So the box is going to come along nicely. It is a large box, but we're going to be doing our best with this to move this around. So I don't know if you're anything like me when you're getting into woodworking, which I only been doing some woodworking for the last few months, taking on a few projects from a couple customers and also doing things around the house. But what you find in your woodworking process is that you constantly, or at least I constantly, am always wanting to challenge myself in the next build. And whether that's using power tools, whether that's using hand tools, but ultimately I find myself looking to expand, and maybe too quickly, into things that are going to stretch me. Now, I don't personally think that's a bad thing. Now, it can get a little expensive simply because you're going to waste more material or you're going to buy more tools. I'd find what's going to work best for you. First and foremost, find what works best for you. Start practicing on things around your own house. Possibly challenge yourself to build something for somebody, even if they're not going to buy it. But it gives you the experience of critiquing your own work and saying, what is somebody going to say about this piece that I'm making? You're not just putting it in a corner in your house, but you're actually going to build something that's going to be given to a person, and it's going to be seen in their own location. So consider challenging yourself with a build that you're willing just to give away. Now, I know that doesn't work for everybody, but in my process, if I continue to up my game simply by saying that I'm going to show this work to other people, it's going to challenge me to dig deep into a side of myself that I don't reach into very often, which is my very detail-oriented, creative side of my brain. And sometimes it can be overwhelming. So it's okay to step away and take a break for a little while you're doing that. But consider the fact that it's going to be a constant challenge, and that's okay. So from here on, enjoy the build. Follow along for future videos. We are going to finish up this build hopefully over the next couple of videos, but the goal here again was just to show you the build of our box and show you that we do have a process that we follow. So I thank you for following along. If you haven't done so yet and you enjoy this video and you enjoy some of the content that's coming out, we are a small channel that are looking to show as many people as possible that it's possible to grow a small channel, to teach your kids, teach your family how to be makers and creators, and how to take a skill that hasn't ever been used but is ultimately going to grow over time because you continue to challenge yourself. So thanks again for watching. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, give a comment on what you think of this build, and I'd be happy to reach back out to you. Thanks so much.